Goku here. Welcome to Reading the Bible with your host Goku. And then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at their father's house till Shelah, my son, be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he died also as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. And in process of time, the daughter of Shelah, Judah's wife, died, and Judah was confronted and went up unto his sheep shearers to Timnath, he and his friends, Haran the Adullamite, and it was told that them saying, Behold, thy father-in-law goes up to Timnath to shear his sheep. And she put his widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place which is by the way to Timnath, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot, because she had covered her face, and he turned against unto her by the way, and said, Go to, I pray thee, and let me come unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What wilt thou give me, that thou mayest come in unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it her, and came in unto her, and he came conceived by him. She arose, and went away, and laid by her veil from her, and put on garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend the Edomite to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. Then he asked the man of that place, saying, Where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, There was no harlot in this place. And he returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her. And also the man of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. And Judah said, Let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar thy daughter-in-law has played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, Bring her forth, and let her be burnt. When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose these am I with child? And she said, These concern, I pray thee, whose are these the signet and bracelets and staff? And Judah acknowledged them, and said she had been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew her again no more. And it came to pass in the time of the travail that, behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand and a scarlet thread, saying, This came out first. And it came to pass, as he threw back his hand, that, behold, his brother came out, and she said, How hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore his name was called Pharez. And afterwards came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah. Chapter 39. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had put into his hand. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, the Lord blessed the Egyptian house for Joseph's sake, and the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person, and was well favored. And it came to pass after these things, that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, Lie with me. But he refused, and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master was is with me in the house, and he has committed all that he had to my hand. And there is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her or to be with her. And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into unto the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, Lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand, and fled, and got him out. And it came to pass, when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand, and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house, and spake unto them, saying, See, he has brought in an Hebrew unto us, to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me, and fled, and got him out. And she laid up his garment to by her until his lord came home. And she spoke unto him according to these words, saying, The Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me. And it came to pass, that as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me, and fled out. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which she spoke unto him, saying, After this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindly. And Joseph's master took him, and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph, and shewed him mercy, and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison, and whatsoever they did, there he was the door of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to any that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him, and that which he did, the Lord made it prosper. Chapter 40. And it came to pass after these things, that the butler of the king of Egypt and his bakers had offered their lord the king of Egypt, and Pharaoh was wroth against two of his officers, against the chief of the butlers, and against the chief of the bakers. And he put them in ward in the house of the captain of the guard into the prison, and the place where Joseph was bound. And the captain of the guard charged Joseph with them, and he served them, and they continued a season in ward. And that would be it for today. But today's shout out goes to Blood Dragoon. He's a good friend. He does Call of Duty, Warzone. He does Outriders, and he does a lot of other games. He's a good friend, and you should check him out. Be sure to give him a like and a share. And be sure to give him respect and kindness. Show kindness to him. He's a good friend to us. Thank you. And this is Goku signing off. Kami, 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 Kami. Ah!